Hello, what's up guys? In this video we are going to create a cocktail bartending services company website using Elementor and Elementor Pro. We will definitely be using WordPress for this tutorial. This is the layout that I have created using XD, Adobe XD, and we are going to replicate this design using WordPress. So I wanted to show you what we are going to do in this tutorial. So if you want to watch this along, please stay tuned and let's get started. So the first thing that you need to do is to install the WordPress on your hosting. I already have installed the WordPress on my hosting and connected it using GoDaddy. I'm using GoDaddy for my domain and hosting right now. So once you will have installed your WordPress, then you will have a similar front end. Currently this is using the default 2021 theme. So the first thing that you will have to do is to go to the dashboard of your website, and you can do that by simply hovering over this and clicking on dashboard. Once you are in the dashboard, so the next thing that you have to do is to go to appearance and themes. So the first step is to change the theme of the website, and for the purpose of this tutorial I'm going to use Hello Elementor theme, and you can install this theme by clicking on add new button and then search for Hello Elementor. I'm using Elementor and you can search for Hello Elementor. The search result will always be same, and you will have to install this Hello Elementor theme. Once the theme will install, next thing that you will do is to activate the theme. Once you will activate the theme, let's have a look at the front end of the website, and you can see that the overall appearance of the front end is totally changed now. So now what you have to do is to go back to the dashboard of the website and go to the pages section and click on add new. Now we need to add a new page on the website, and we will label it as home because we want our main page to be named as home. And keep in mind that the page attribute for the home should always be Elementor full width. This will give us the ability to use the whole area of the web page, so it should always be Elementor full width. And once that is done, you can click on publish. So now you can see that our home page is published. Next thing is that we need to fix the permalink structure of the website. So you'll go to settings and permalinks, and the permalinks ensure that the permalink setting and the common settings is always set as post name. If in your case it is not post name or anything else, just ensure that it is post name and then click on save changes. The permalink structure will automatically get updated. Next thing that you have to do is to go to the readings, and here you will need to choose a static page, and the home page should be home, and click on save changes. So what we do just now is that we said WordPress that we want to keep our home page as the page which is labeled as home. So WordPress will automatically pulls the home and labeled it as the front page of the website. Right now you can see this was before, and if I refresh this, you can see that the page is completely different now. Next thing that you have to do is to go to the front end of the website, and we want to change the logos and site icon and site title of the website. So you need to click on the customize button here. Once you will customize this button, click on site identity and select a logo. Already have added a logo here, so I'm using the same logo. You can upload your logo, and here you can change the site title. The site title in my case is so boozy mobile bartending co, and you can add a tagline if you want, but I'm leaving it empty right now. And I need to add a site icon. Site icon is also referred as fav icon of the website, and you can design those fav icons using Canva or Adobe Photoshop or any other design tool. I have already designed the fav icon, so I'm using my fav icon, and that is done. So this is how you can update your site logo and site title and everything, and that is all. And you'll click on publish. Now if you look at this, here is our logo. Now we need to go back to the dashboard section, and we need to create some other pages that we are going to use on the website. In my XD file, I have mentioned service, bartender, and about. So we need these pages created. So I'll quickly create those pages. So I have created all of those pages that I require, and you can see I currently have 5 pages on the website. So next thing, once you will create your pages, next thing is to go to the appearance and menus. In the menu section, you will need to create a menu. You can name it as main menu or anything that you like. I usually named or labeled it as main navigation or main menu or anything that you like. And you can change the arrangement by simply clicking and dragging these menu items up and down. So I want the arrangement to be home, services, bartending, about, and contact, and I'll click on create menu. Once that is done, let's have a look at front end of the website. It is looking something like that. If I click on customize and go to menus, you can set up the location and you'll choose main navigation, and now you can see our menus are appearing there. So I'll click on publish. So now basically we have created all of these menus, and here is our logo. Now let's get started. We need to create a header of this kind, and we are going to use Elementor Pro feature. For this purpose, you need to go to template and click on theme builder. Once you click on that, you will click on add new, select header and name it as main header. Ensure that you name it something that you can remember and referring something to the header, so it will be easier for you to recognize what this template is all about. You'll click on create menu or create template. We do not want to import any of these, so I will close this. And now let's have a look. I have logo on the left side, and then on the right side I have a button that says book now, and then we have nav menu. So I'm going to use this structure, and on the left hand side I want to use site logo. Now you can see it have automatically added my logo here. You can change its max width, height, etc, everything that you like from the settings here, and I think I'll keep them as they are right now. so that it look fine. Before we start adding more elements in the header, I recommend you to click on this gear icon and click on site settings so that we can insert the global colors and add the global font on the website. This will definitely help us throughout the process while creating this website. So I'll click on global colors and I need to add the color codes that I want to use on the website. So first thing, I need this color code. I will copy the color code and I'll paste it here. And my secondary color is black. I want my text color to be black as well and accent color to be white. To be honest, I'm not using too much of the colors on this website because of the logo, because logo only have this gold color and the black color, so I thought it is better if I stick on those colors. For the global fonts, I'm using Poppins and secondary font is Montserrat. I want my text to be appeared as Montserrat and my accent should be Poppins. Once that is done, that is fine. You can also style the typography here as well. Here you can like add the text color and typography. For the body, I want my text to be Montserrat, and for the links I want the link color because I haven't updated that yet. That is why I'll have to copy the color code again, and I want my link color to be of something like gold color, and the link font should be Poppins. Also you can adjust h1, h2, h3 tags here, and I want them to be Poppins. H2 should be gold color as well. I should be Poppins. H3 is same. H4 is also the same. H5 is same as well. And for the H6 I want the same color and the same font. So basically I want to use Poppins as the font for headings, and I want to use Montserrat as the font for the text throughout the website. Don't worry, you can change the color of the font on the website whenever you want. I'll show you how you will do that. And for the buttons, for the background color, I want it to be gold color, and the text on that will be black or maybe white. I'll have a look. It's white, so I'll use white color on there. And for the hover, I want our button background to be black and text color to be white. If I want, I can add the button shadow, and I can adjust the radius. For this website I want to use the border radius for button to be 30, and this is all the settings here. And this is basically all the things that you have to do. Once they all are done, you can click on update, and then you can click on this cross icon. So what we have do just now as is added the global colors and global fonts so that we do not have to change the color codes on every section of the website. So I already have added the logo section here. Now we need a button, so I'll add a drag a button widget and add this there. You can have a look, it is appearing like this. So for the background color, I want it to be gold and white, and on hover it should be black and white, just like that. Also, I want it to be of medium size, and I want it to be vertically middle aligned, and I can adjust the height of this section by simply clicking this and moving my mouse on the right or left side. So our button is created, and I want the button should say book now. I want this to be a call to action. I usually add call to actions on header because they are very helpful when we talk about conversions. So I'll drag a nav menu widget now and paste it here, and you can see it has automatically pulled our menu and it is showing here. For the pointer, if you want a pointer, you may facing difficulty recognizing pointer, so let me change the color. Now if I hover over, you can see we have a pointer right here. So it is looking fine. Also, you have many other options for pointer. You can use overline. Line is over the menu items. You can use double line. Frame is like this, or you can use background appear like this, or I only want to use like underline. That is looking fine. You can choose the animation, if it should like slide or grow, so you can use any of the animation here. I usually use the fade, so I'm using the fade right now. Sub menu indicator, I do not have any sub menus here, so I'm keeping is at classic. Also ensure that for the mobile drop down you always choose it as full width. And now once those all settings are done, you can go to the style tab. This is basically the desktop version of the header, and if you want, you can like add further box shadows to like make it more appealing header. So I like to use this box shadow, and it is like matching my design that I have created in here, so I'll be using that. So once that is done, the desktop version of the header is ready, and now we can switch between the mobile version and tablet version. So first thing, we will adjust the mobile version of the header. So in this case, you need to click on this edit section icon. So when you will click on this, you will only have to play around with this column width thing. You don't need to change any other thing in here. All of those sections that are blank, I want to hide them on my mobile screen. And this is the section for my nav, so I'll be increasing the width, and I want it to be appear right in front of this one. This says 60. I want it to be 40%. So now if I click on this, you can see it is coming right in front of this. Also, you can adjust its position by simply clicking on this toggle align to the right side. Now what we need to do is to change the colors. So the background color is to gold and black. And for the hover, I want the background color to be black and white, just like this. Also, you can increase the size of this hamburger if you like, but I think that is fine. And you can reduce the border radius as well. Once that is done, the next step is to design the drop down elements. Currently we have the white background and the gold color, and when we hover over we are getting this gray type color and the white text color. So I want it to change to something like gold color and the text should be white color, and I want to increase the typography to something like 14 or 15, 16. 16 is fine. For the hover, I want the background color to be black and the text color should be white. It will appear like this. And for the active, I want the background color to remain black and text color to remain white. So now if you have a look at this, our menu is looking like this. Also, I do not want my call to action to appear on header. I will create it as proper call to action button and I will place it on the footer section. So for now I will go to responsive tab and hide it on the mobile. So now this is our header of the website. Header is looking fine for the mobile now, and now we need to fix the header for the tablet version of the website. First of all, we need to adjust the vertical alignment to the middle, and then we can increase or decrease the width any way we want. Just ensure that you only need to play around with the widths when you are working with the responsiveness of the website, because if you will increase or decrease the styles settings, this will automatically apply on desktop version and mobile version of the website, and that will not look good at all. So once those all settings are done, now our header is created. Once the header is created, we'll click on publish button and it will ask us to add a condition. We'll add a condition and name it as include on entire site, and then click on save and close. Now if we have a look on the front end of the website, you can have a look at now our header is looking absolutely fine. You can exit to the dashboard, and now we need to create the footer of the website. I'm creating a simple footer with some social icons and a copyright text. So for that you need to click on theme builder and click on add new and select and footer and name it as footer and click on create template. We do not want any of these templates because we are creating footer and headers by our own. These are all the custom. So we'll use our own settings. We'll go to style tab and the classic and click on color and use a dark black color, and then we need to search for social media icon widget. We can drag it here. You can use a shape to be circled, and I need to use Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Instagram icon. Then I'll style the color, and I want the color to be custom. I want the primary color to be black, oh sorry, white, and the secondary color to be black. And I will reduce their sizes. On the icon hover, I want the primary color to be something like gold color and secondary color to be white. So when I'll hover over them, they will change the color. Then once that is done, I will select this text editor widget or heading widget. I'll select the text editor widget and place it here. I'll then go to style tab and change the color of the widget, and I want to reduce the size. I will keep it as 12 pixel or maybe 13 pixels and align it to the center. I will place my copyright text in this section. The name of the website is so boozy mobile bartending co. That's it. If you want, we can place a copyright symbol. I'll copy it and paste it right here. Copyright 2021 and the name of website and all right, reserved. Once that is done, you can check that how it is looking on mobile devices. It is looking fine, and how it is looking on tablet, it is looking fine. Once that is done, I think I need to adjust some of the paddings in here. So I'll go to paddings and I will use like 25 pixels. Yeah, 25 pixels on the top, and that is fine. I'll click on publish and I'll use the same condition as I used for header. The condition will be include for entire site. I'll click on save and close. Now our footer is live and published. If I'll reload the website, you can have a look at the footer that we have created. So until now, what we have done so far is that we have created the pages, we have changed the theme, installed a new theme named as Hello Elementor, we have installed the plugins, and we have installed Elementor and Elementor Pro. You can also install WP Fastest Cache, and this plugins is optional. If you want to use this, you can use that. Otherwise, this is optional. We only need Elementor, Elementor Pro, and WP Fastest Cache plugins. So after these plugins, we headed toward theme builder and created the header and the footer using theme builder. Now our header and footer are created, we can finally start designing our web page or the home page. So this is the hero section of our website, and I have already designed this banner, and I need to use some text in there. So what I'll do, I'll head it toward pages, and then I'll click on home and edit, and then I'll click on edit with Elementor. You will have a blank canvas like this. This is exactly what we need to start designing our website. What you will do, you will click on this plus icon and use this layout, and in the left hand of the website you will have the settings for this column, and we want our content width to be boxed and column gap to be default, but we want our height to be of minimum height. We will adjust the height with reference to the banner that we are going to use. You will click on this classic icon and then click on choose image. You will then click on upload file and click on select file, and then you can upload the files that you want to use for the website. I already have designed some of the images that I want to use for the website, so I am uploading them. So the image for my hero section is uploaded. I will insert the image. It is already there. For the position, I want it to be center, and for the repeat, I don't want it to be repeat, and size should be cover. So it will look something like this. And then now you can revert back to the minimum height section and then adjust the height of this section any way that you want. This is looking fine. I can add the text here. I'll drag the title widget. I want to be something like, it should says premium quality. I will duplicate this. Go to style tab and you can change the color. Premium quality cocktail. Cocktail. Anywhere you are. Don't worry, we will adjust the font sizes in a while. I just want to add these text here. Once that is done, I want to use a different font for cocktail. So I remember I added the Montserrat font. So I'm going to use the Montserrat font for this purpose. I'll make it bold, and H2 is fine. Then what I can do, I can increase the size. You will have to check that which font size will work for you. So I'm just increasing the size of the fonts so that it can match our website theme. So I think this is looking fine. Or maybe if I can decrease the section height, that will look better. Yes, it is looking better now. Once that is done, you can click on update, and if you will refresh the front end of the website, you can see it live on the front end of the website. So our hero section is there. What next we want is to add a two section column, and on the left side we want an image, and on the left side we want the about section. We'll click on this plus icon and choose this, and for this we will use it as full width because we want our image to cover all of the area. So we'll use it as full width, and if you click on this edit column section and go to style and classic and click on choose image and click on upload file, you can select the file, and for this I want to use this image. On the left side of section. I'll use this image about Joy. Her name is Joy. We can additionally add an alt text for SEO purposes. Click on insert media. Our image is now here. Then I can use the spacer to increase the width, and then I will have to adjust this position, and size should be cover or maybe contain look like this, but cover is fine. Top center is a little bit smaller. Yeah, it's a bit smaller. I'll have to design this image again in the Photoshop. I'll do that in a while. So for now what I'll do is to add the text in this section. So I'll change the color to this golden type color, and I will duplicate this title and bring it here, and I'll change the color to black, and this should be labeled as about. And the style tab, I want to keep the font size to be 24, and then I want to use a big title which will be labeled as the name of the website. So I'll be using black color for this as well, and I want to use the font size to be like 42. This is fine, and then I'll click on this section and I can increase the padding so that it should be like 50 pixels. And then I'll click on this title widget and go to advanced tab and click on this gear icon, chain icon, and then I will add some negative margin to lift this title and make it closer to the main heading. Also, I want it to be like Sobuzi mobile. I will use a tag which is line break tag. So now we have a break in here. We can increase the line height like this. Also we can increase the letter spacing as well. This is fine now. Oh, I can increase the letter spacing in there as well. Just ensure that you won't use too much of the letter spacing, just enough that it's look perfectly fine with the design that you are using. So this is looking fine. I need to add a text editor there, and I need to copy all of this text and I will paste the text there. This is all the text that I have for her website, and I guess I need to like increase more of the width. For now I'm using this percentage. Yeah, this is looking fine, and I will adjust the image in this area of the website. You can look that this is looking fine in here, but the image is not absolutely good looking on the front end of the website, so I'll have to design that image. So I'll do that in a while. For now, I'll choose another section in the whole area, so I will add this image as the background of the section, so that it should cover the whole area. Position should be center and the side should be cover, and I don't want it to be as repeated section, so I'll add a spacer in here and increase the spacing. So that our cocktails should be appear. I have used some of the blur tool in here, that is why the edges are not perfect, because I wanted to focus more on these cocktail glasses. That is the reason why they are looking sort of like blur, but that is fine, this is intentional. So once that section is done, the next thing is we need to add a service section with the white background. And on the top, want it to be like 3 pixel on top and 3 pixel on bottom padding, and I can copy this title and paste it here and align it in the center. I want it to say as same, but it should be in line. Also, I will need to remove that margin, and I can duplicate this, name it as services. Now I will have to have a look on how much margin I need to add. This is looking fine. Also, I just remember a thing, I need to transform them to the upper cases. So once that is done, now you can have a look at this section, that we have one big image on the left side, then we have 4 sections on the right hand side. So in order to achieve that, I have to remove this padding from here, and I need to add a 2 section column in here. I will add padding on the top, like 2% padding will be fine. And I'll add padding on the bottom, and I want it the column width of the left section to be only of 30%, and in this 30% I want to add an image of this section. This image is not as big, so we may need to use this image as the background image of this section as well, but we'll do that in a while. So for now we need to create the structure. Click on this widget, so it should cover all of the area. So now we need to adjust the color. I want it to be gold color, and this one, this should be the black color. Now we can add our text here. I will duplicate this, paste it here, line it toward left, and I will reduce the font size to 20 and color to black white. This will be the title, and then we need to copy this text editor and paste it here, so that we'll be using the same font size throughout the website. However, I think we need to lower the font size. We can then adjust the padding inside the section just like that, and we can adjust the margins. Once that is done, we can then copy this, and this should come as title, and the remaining text will came as description. This is the description. Font is fine. We can adjust the line height, and then again we can use some margin to bring the text closer to the title. So I'm using a black font here. I will switch to the black font. I think what I can do is to copy this section style and paste it here, and then I can change this color to black. This will make our life easier. Font color to black. This font color should be black as well. $14. So here I have created this, and I will click on update button. Once I'll click on update this button, I want to duplicate this inner section. For that, I will click on this navigator button, and here you can navigate through all the widgets and columns and intersection that you have created. I have created this intersection right now, so I will simply duplicate this, and when I'll click on duplicate, you can see that the Elementor have automatically duplicated this section. I will simply drag this section toward the right side so that it should look like the same as I have created in my layout file. Now I only have to copy all the text in here and paste the text in that column, and that is all I have to do, because I have already created all the designing part that was required for this. I'll simply copy and paste, and this will do the job for us. Copy, and here I will paste. So now our services section is created as of how we want it to look like. If I want, I can increase this width just like that, and this is looking good. I have also adjusted this image and designed a new image in the Photoshop and replaced it with this one, and for now our website is looking like this. I'll click on this update button, Moving ahead, I will have to create this 4 icons section. So for that, I think I'll be using sort of, yeah, sort of golden color so that it matches the design. And you can always duplicate this section by simply doing this, and this do the job for you. Then I'll add some padding, and now I have to add an icon. So I'll get an icon box. I want the icon color to be white, probably black. Go with black. And content color, title color should be black as well. So now I only have to copy this. Best quality, we guarantee your full satisfaction. Best quality. Your full satisfaction. Then I can reduce the spacing, and if I want, I can change the title. Obviously I want my title to be Poppins and my typography to be Montserrat. These have automatically pulled the settings that we have did in the beginning. We don't have a diamond here, so we can use any other like any other icon that we want. Here I got gem, then competitive pricing. I will also duplicate this. I don't want to design them over and over again because I have already designed them. So for this, I want the icon to be clock. Competitive price, the best value for money. The best value for money. Friendly, service with a smile. Maybe I'll add an emoji. I'll search for smile. Friendly, service with the smile. Then we have licensed professional, fully qualified in field. Licensed professional, fully qualified in field. That's all. I want to adjust the titles so that all of them should be in line. So I will do is to reduce the font size. This looks fine. I keep it 20 and I keep it 14 or probably 16 because that is what I'm using throughout the website. Paste style, then paste style. Now they are in line. One more thing, if I can reduce this spacing, that will be fine. And now we have this section created as well. So next up, what we have to do is we have to create a couple of more section. We have to create this section right now. So for that, I may copy this section and then paste this one there. And first of all, I need to change the image to the one that I have used here. I haven't uploaded that image yet, so firstly I need to upload that image and need to find out where it is. Yeah, probably it is. Yeah, it's same. So I'll add this image. So now we have this image added. We can adjust the width of it. That's so big. This is fine. And we need to replace the text. That's all we have to do now. And I only want to use the same font that I am using throughout. I'll use gold color, and then I need a text editor with a white color now. Once that is done, I can copy this, then paste it here, and then I will copy all of this and paste that text here. So now we have this section created as well. Voila. This is looking better. Our website is giving a nice look now. So at last we have only this section left, and I will add it real quick. I will duplicate this, bring it down, and then paste it here and bring it right here. I want the font color to be black. That's all. That's our page created. That's it. Our page is created now. So once that is done, you can have a look on front end by refreshing the page and checking how it is looking, and this is looking good. So this is basically how you can transfer your XD layout to the. We'll click on edit and click on edit with Elementor. I want to copy this first section and I will paste it right here, and I will name it as about, and then that is fine. I will go to the front end of the website on the home page, and I will click on edit with Elementor, and I will copy the about us section that I have created. So I will simply copy this section and I will paste this section right here. And now I will have to check the responsiveness. As you can see, my image is not looking fine on mobile. So I'll have to fix that. Probably I don't want it to be appear on mobile. So it should look something like this. And I will use 10 pixels on all sizes for the about us part as well. It should look like this. And this is how I think we do not need this section here on the about page. It is a little bit too much for that, and this is fine for about. So till now we have created home page, services page, bartending page and about page. Now we only have to create a book now or the contact page. So for this website, because this is a service based website, so I'll put more emphasis on creating a form that have features for booking instead of creating a contact form. But I will show you how we can create a contact page using Elementor as well in a while. So I will go to the dashboard of the website, and what I need to do is to install a plugin named WP Forms. So I will quickly install the plugin. So I have installed the WP Forms now. You can check this. I have the WP Forms activated now. I'll go to WP Forms and I will click on add new, and I will name it as appointment booking form or appointment form, anything that you like, or you can name it as booking form only. And here you can select a template. I will start with a blank form, and for this particular booking form I want to use these fields in the form. So the first field should be a name field. I will select a single line text and click on this and label it as name. If I want, I'll go to advanced. I want it to be required and the size should be large and placeholder text should be name. So you can see it here, and I will hide the label in here. Then I will add a new field for phone number and email. So I will use the phone field for phone number, and then I will use email field for email. For the phone I will label it as phone number, and it should be required, and the layout should be large, and placeholder text should be phone number, and I will hide the label for this as well. Plus, moreover that, I want my phone field to take the 50% of the section and the email field to come in front of the phone number. So what I'll do, I'll click on this simple show layout like text, and I will choose this layout, and I will click on left side column, and this will automatically add a shortcode which will indicate that my form field will now be aligned toward left side. And then I will go to email and I will configure this as well. If I want, I can enable email confirmation as well. I can enable that, and I will add a placeholder text with the email, and then I will hide the label again, and then I want it to be aligned toward the right side. Also, I want the field size to be large. Then we want to know the date of event. So we need to choose something where we can select the date and time. So I'll choose this field. Instead of date and time, I will call it as date of event, and the format should only be date, and it is required as well. For the form field, I want it to be large, and there should be the date picker, and this is fine. Disable past dates, and for the placeholder I want to be date of limit, and I will hide the label as well. Once this is created, I will then add number of guests. So I will use a single line text, and I will add the number of guests. It is required, should be large, and the placeholder is here, and I will hide the label. Now once again I will select a layout of two sections, and I want them to be appear in front of each other. So the next field is start and end time, and for that also I will use a single line text. You can use date and time there as well, but I'm using the single line text, giving the customer more feasibility of deciding what date and time they want to choose. So they only have to write down the date and time that they want. So here is start and end time, and then we have event type, and here we can use some radio buttons or maybe checkboxes, where I would prefer some radio buttons here. Let's say multiple choices. Yeah, this is fine. Event type, birthday, and the other events. It should be required as well. And on the advanced choices, I can use one column, two column, three column, or inline. I want them to be inline so that I can use the layout here, the similar layout that I am using. So this should be on the left side, and this should align toward the right side. So once that is done, then indoor or outdoor event. So what I'll do, I'll simply duplicate this field, and I'll rename this as indoor or outdoor event. Then there are some more questions. If you want, you can check this how I am creating all of those fields, or you can take a break. The process is all same on how I am creating all this. So this is basically I have created all the fields that I required inside my form, and now I have saved the form. What I can do is to click on this cross button, and then I can preview this form. You can see that some of the fields are not working because of my theme styles that I am using, but that is absolutely fine. I can adjust them. We are going to use an add-on for Elementor, which is ultimate add-on for Elementor. The free version is also available, but I am going to use the premium version. If you want to purchase the premium version as well, I will provide you the URL for ultimate add-on Elementor. So I have uploaded the ultimate add-on for Elementor, and I will activate the plugin. Once the ultimate add-on for Elementor will get activated, what we'll need to do is to refresh the page, basically refresh the editor, so that we can use the new options that will now be available because of ultimate add-on. I will use WP Form Styler, and I'll choose WP Form Styler widget. From here I need to choose a form. I'll choose booking form, and here you can see that all of my options are appearing. There are the form fields options. Now I have inserted this WP Styler widget in here, and in there I have inserted my own title and description, and on the form fields I have choose the field styles to be boxed, and that is all I did. And then I will increase some of the padding and add the padding on the top and on the bottom of the form. to see how it will look. And now you can see all of our form fields are looking absolutely right. Now that our book now page is created, I do not need this contact page, so I will remove that, and then I will go to the front end of my website and I will click on edit with Elementor and main header so that I can insert this URL of my book now page in the book now button, so that whenever someone will click on this book now, the button will take them to the book now page. So once that is done, I will delete that. I will refresh the page, and if I now click on this book now button, you can see this is taking us to the book now page. Next thing that I want to do is to add a call to action in the footer that I will only want to be displayed on mobile devices. That call to action is very crucial nowadays and is generating a lot many leads. So I thought it would be a nice idea to show you that how you can create a sticky call to action button using Elementor and Elementor Pro. So what you will have to do, you will have to copy and you will have to create a call to action button or a button. Then you will go to advanced and then go to motion effects, and then on the sticky effect on sticky, and you want it to be sticky on the bottom, and you only want it to be sticky on your mobile devices. So if I'll switch on my mobile device, you can see that how this is looking. You may not notice this right now, but you will notice this in a moment. So if I refresh this, I will have to hide this. Responsive, hide this on desktop and hide this on tablet. So if now I refresh the page, you can see we do not have any button in here, but when we will check our website on the mobile device, our sticky call to action will be there. It has accidentally opened the editor. I want to edit the page. So now you can see we do not have that call to action, but when we'll switch on mobile, you can check that now we have call to action right here. But what we need to do is to increase its name. I want it to be justified, and the motion effects, if I will increase the offset and effect offset, you will notice the difference in a while. But for that I also want to include a solid border around this, and the border of the color should be black, and on hover the border color should be golden. So now you can see this is how our call to action is looking. I have to change the background color to probably black, and the text color is fine, and I will then change the border color as well. Also, I'll go to sticky effect of this button, like motion effects, and increase the offset to probably 10, and this should be 6. And again I will refresh the page. And now you can see here we have our beautiful call to action. Whenever someone will click on this button, they will redirect to the book now page. And now we are also able to adjust the responsiveness of our website. So I can reduce the font sizes. On in the whenever you are doing a responsiveness, just ensure that you only play around with the font sizes and nothing more than that, because if you do more than that, you will accidentally made the direct changes on the website, on the desktop version of website, and that will definitely not look fine for you. I just do not want it to be appear here, and I will hide this section on the phone. Also, I'll have to adjust the margins. Then what we can do is to add the image in this section that we were using for the hero section, so that our image should appear right here, like that. So once that is done, you can increase I will increase the spacer so that my image should appear, and I will reverse this column on mobile. But what I can do is to upload the actual image that I have. So now my image is uploaded. I can use this image, and yes, definitely my image is large. It is taking some time to load. I will compress this image, and for this image I do not want to show this on desktop and tablet. I just want it to display only on mobile devices. What I can do is that I can use the spacer here to add some space, but ensure that the spacer that you are using in the mobile version is only visible for mobile and not for desktop and your tablet version. So I'll only hide them and see how this is looking now. This is looking quite better now. I'll now have to adjust some of these things, and the rest is fine. I will change the font sizes. I will quickly adjust the font sizes. I'm using 20 and 22 font size for all of the sections. Then we have this bartender kind of thing, and I will do the same thing that I have done for the hero section in here. Custom, I not want to be appear in here, and then I will minimize the height. Hide on mobile, and that is our mobile version. I still have to edit some of these titles, probably 20. Yes, 20 is fine. So you will have to decide what font size you want to use for your desktop version, for your tablet version, and for your mobile version. This is very important. Normally we use 18 pixel, 17 to 22 pixel on the mobile devices, and the font looks fine with that font size. I think I do not need this. If I delete that, my hero section will cover the owner of the website image. Yes, so now this is good. So now our mobile version is done as well, and our desktop version is ready as well. And now you can have a look at the website that we have just created. This is the website for a bartending company, bartending service company. I hope that you enjoy this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and check out the other playlists that I have on my YouTube channel. Sorry. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.